Hi everyone, you've been sending in questions as normal, thank you for those. So I thought I would get good old Johnny, who's back in the office after his trip to New York. I thought I'd get him to ask me some of those questions now. Let's go.
All right, first question. Will ADA succeed in 2022?
Yes, I think so, but it has to address its scalability issues, obviously. I've heard reports that the Cardano blockchain is running pretty slow at the moment, or certainly has been at times. And obviously this is very much due to all the demand coming for Cardano dApps, such as, I think, SundaySwap in particular. Now this is obviously kind of good in and of itself, all the demand to use the ecosystem, but it does present scaling issues. Now I think it's in June, we've got the Vassal hard fork combinator event coming up, which is going to see an increase in Cardano's block size. Now this should hopefully address those scaling issues, and if that all goes to plan, then yeah, the future should look pretty bright for Cardano. And it seems like institutional investors are pretty confident in this as well, because there are signs that they are accumulating ADA in advance of that. So yeah, I think the future's pretty bright.
Next question. Beef or chicken?
Crikey. Wow, that is a tough one. Well, I prefer beef, but it makes me feel guilty because there's, you know, cows and stuff. So I'm going to say chicken.
Okay.
No beef. No chicken.
Next question. Predictions on Polkadot?
I think Polkadot is going to surprise us because, well, for one thing, the fundamentals are really strong, and I talked about those in my video over on the main YouTube channel from a few weeks ago. I also think that obviously it hasn't pumped nearly as much as most other major altcoins, so there is kind of fuel in the tank in that regard. And we've also got, I think, some exciting announcements coming up. There's been the Akala network as well, and the $250 million fund that it's got for AUSD. Now, because DOT is going to be used to mint AUSD, that is going to be a big demand driver for the coins. So yeah, I think there's good times ahead for Polkadot as well.
Will Solana ever recover?
Yes, and I think probably sooner than you think. So as far as I could tell, the demand for Solana last year was basically coming from its NFT marketplace. And I've read recently that OpenSea is going to be supporting Solana NFTs. And I think this is, yeah, I think this is going to be positive for Sol, definitely.
How's your mining going?
It is coming along slowly. I gather my last update, we've mined about 3/4 of an XMR, which is okay. It's okay. I mean, it's been going for a while now. I'd prefer it if we got more. It's not quite as fast as I thought, but yeah, I'm going to have a tech discussion with Colin about it soon. So yeah, I'll update you.
Polygon's MATIC seems to have less bounce than it previously did. Is it just less volatile, or is it not as attractive anymore?
Well, yeah, I'd noticed that as well, and I've actually got a full Polygon update coming, I think, later this week. I'm certainly working on it at the moment, so keep a lookout for that. I think part of the issue is that there's a massive amount of ecosystem development going on Polygon, and that is being funded mostly by sales of MATIC. But I think the good news with that is that the money from those sales is being pumped back into the network. So I think once it launches its other scaling solutions as well, that's going to be really good for MATIC. And I think as well, perhaps one of the things that's holding it back is people wrongly believing that when the ETH consensus layer comes along, that gas fees and scaling are not going to be problems anymore, and that's not the case. We're still going to have a need for layer 2s like Polygon, and yeah, gas fees are not going to disappear overnight. So yeah, I think again, a bright future for Polygon and MATIC.
Do you believe in the flipping?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I covered this on YouTube a while back on our main channel, but I think it can happen. I'm just not sure really how much it actually matters, because ETH and BTC are different beasts. They serve different purposes. And it's a bit like, I don't know, I guess it's a bit like the oil flipping gold. Does it really matter? I don't think so, but I think it can certainly happen, yeah.
And last question, is ApeCoin a good buy now?
I think it's still being driven mostly by speculation, which isn't to say, I mean, plenty of coins have been driven by that for a long time in the past, so I don't know if that really says anything, but as you know, I'm not a financial advisor, so perhaps I'd better leave it there. Okay, folks, thanks for sending those in. Keep them coming, and I'll answer more in another video soon.